What's going on, everyone, man? It's Lump Dog back again with the Pimps, Playas, and Hustlers Fantasy Football Commissioner Message Week number 5. Man, we had a little craziness go down on Sunday. Uh, first off, I do have to come clean on my trade. Um, doesn't look like it was the best thing. On Friday, I accepted a trade from the Mollywops. He offered me Matt Stafford, uh, Burleson, and Randy McMichael for Vernon Davis, LeGarrette Blount, and Matt Schaub. Now, LeGarrette Blount was my third back. He's just, I already had Foster and McCoy. I do have their handcuffs too, so I figured it was a third back. Then Vernon Davis, yeah, he was a good tight end, and I'm a Niner fan, so it's a little hard to get rid of him. And I figured Schaub was a throw-in at that point. It was pretty much just for Stafford. I really didn't have any interest in Randy McMichael. Matter of fact, I dropped him and went and picked up Jared Cook right after that trade. And then Burleson, I guess he was a throw-in, just a combo. He hasn't really done anything since week 1 and 2, but hopefully he'll come around. Anyway, that trade ended up costing me the win and the weekly prize money. Figures that Schaub would go throw for 51 times in a game that was supposed to be a running game between McFadden and Aaron Foster, but it is what it is. I'm not going to cry over crumbled milk, spilt milk. I definitely think I still got a very good quarterback in Matt Stafford, and I feel like I can actually get a 60-point game out of him, where I didn't feel like I could get a 60-point game out of Schaub. 50 is about his max. Even though if he did throw that last touchdown rather than interception, he would have been close to 60. But anyway, so that's my trade. So I ended up losing, which I'll get into here a little bit later. The Mollywops ended up winning their game. But we'll talk about that. So first, in the first game, we had the A-team taking on Sac Valley Playas. A-team took the 94-85 win. He had Mark Sanchez with 28. Steve Smith with 13, Forte with 15, and D'Angelo Williams with 19. Sac Valley Players were led by the Bengals defense with 21. C2K got 12 points. Really hasn't been on track yet this year. Roddy White with 11, and what's wrong with Roddy? Something's going on with him, man. He isn't the same player as he was last year. And then Matt Ryan was 16, and I would figure that Sac Valley would have put himself in a weekly prize running with the Matt Ryan Roddy White combo, but it just hasn't paid off quite for him yet. So hopefully those guys come around, because they're definitely the key to his team. In the next game, we had URSO take on Patty's Playboys. USR gets the 104-64 points, Patty. Hold on. I can't. This game stinks. All right. I can breathe a little bit better now. So USRO takes out 104-64 win. Fitzpatrick on USRO gets some 22. Dwayne Bowe shows up huge, 25, and then Hakeem Nicks with 12. Patty's Playboy. If we have everyone out there who is in the league that might be watching, we have a $200 lockout rule. So if you owe more than $200 in the league, you're locked out from doing any free agent pickups. And our boy Patty's Playboys has been locked out since day one, so he's kind of stuck with some kind of guys on his team that he has to roll with here. But got McNabb with 22. I know no one really rolled with McNabb in fantasy football, but again, he drafted him and he's locked out. And Peyton Manning looks like he's out for the year, so those plans didn't go through. One bright spot on his team, Megatron with 21, and then the Pats defense with 10. Part of being locked out is rolling with who you have on the bench, and Grant with -2 finishing sure doesn't help him at all, and probably hurts him. Only 64 points though, that hurts too. But anyway, USRO gets the win. In the next game, we had a newly named team here, Punch Your Clown Lump. Again, don't know what it means, but I'm supposed to punch my clown. Takes out the 289ers 141-98. Punch Your Clown Lump led by Mike Vick with 40. Good free agent pickup there. He did get himself unlocked last week. Got Steve Breston, who got him 17. Frank Gore with 17. Deshaun Jackson with 14. Ryan Matthews with 13. And the Packers D with 17, were the all the guys with double digits on his squad. Puts up a nice score of 141. 289ers still hasn't won a game. Breeze with 44. Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis with 27. Turner with 11. And then Mike Williams from Tampa Bay with a -1. Man, and I just to think I was trying to trade for that guy just a couple weeks ago, and I couldn't get a deal done. I just don't know what's going on with the 289ers, man. Is he even still around? Has Duke talked him into quitting and just not doing anything because he hasn't picked up any free agents or done anything? I haven't seen any funny posts by him on the message boards or anything. So where you at, 289ers? I mean, you turned down my trade for Blunt for Cam Newton. What point are you going to get desperate enough to get a win that you're going to start making some moves here? Hopefully it's soon because it's week 6 now and you need to win bad. Next game we had, again, goes to my trade. The Mollywops taking out Papa's Rat Pack, 119 to 110. The Mollywop was led by Matt Schaub with 47. Vernon Davis with 15. MJD with 14. His kicker, John Casey, with 13. Nice surprise there. And Macklin with 11. Papa's Rat Pack led by Rivers with 32. Javad Best came through with 25. Mike Wallace with 14 and Deion Branch with 13. Oh, God. The next game. I shouldn't even talk about this game. This is another one. Oh, God. We had a rookie-ass move made by a seasoned vet fantasy football player. Get a call on Sunday morning from the Juggernauts owner, all talking about, I'm ready for the fine. And I'm like, okay, well, what'd you do? Leave a guy in your IR with no Red Cross? He's like, no, man, I got too many bench players. I'm like, dude, that's an illegal lineup. That's 0 points in the forfeit. So the Juggernauts with the big goose egg, I think he takes the most lopsided loss in league history, loses to the Widows 126 to 0. Ouch. That's just disgusting. That is almost irrehensible to do that to the league, Foster. How can you do that? We expect better out of you, man. You got to get your act together. You got to tell your work to stop making you work so damn hard, digging ditches and building substandard homes, bro. You know, you need some time to set your lineup. And you can always call me too, bro. I'm here to help. You know, help me help you. Anyway, Guido's the only one really mentioning is Brady with 35 on his team. So, anyway, on to my game. I should keep the gas mask on just for the fact that I lost. But to the rookies, taking the 3rd weekly prize in a row, Rodgers showing why he was the #1 pick in the draft with 52. Fred Jackson with 26. Beanie Wells with 21. The free agent pickup of the week, Victor Cruz with 21. How many tip balls is this guy going to take back for fucking touchdowns? Jesus. And then Greg Jennings with 14. I ended up having Stafford with 31. Thought that Foster or McCoy was going to at least. I thought if I came out of the morning games with Foster and McCoy outscoring Vincent Jackson and Wells, that I was going to be looking pretty good. But Vincent Jackson, you know, who would have thought the Eagles defense would just be getting gashed with the big, you know, he got 26 points. Foster with only 18 and McCoy with only 16. Just didn't help me. Fact also that I picked up the wrong free agent. I went with Decker. Figured, you know, he was a pretty good free agent pickup. I mean, Cruz was my second option in case I didn't get Decker. But looks like it should have been Cruz over Decker. Anyway, Decker with a big 0. That helped with my loss. Only wide receiver I had was Holmes, Stantonio, the homeboy, with 12 points. 12 points for my kicker, Akers. And then I thought I did pretty well, you know, trying to strategize for the next week. I saw the week before that my defense was on a bye, and I picked up a free agent defense a week before looking at the matchups. Saw that the Niners, you know, were going to play Tampa Bay at home. Tampa Bay playing on a short week that week. Paid off for me with 34 points, but the rest of my team couldn't get it done, and I take that 13-point loss. Don't make the trade. I get the win and the cash, but that's how it ends up in fantasy football. And it is what it is. So at least I got my lineup set. I can always think it could be worse. I could be the Juggernauts and get a big fat 0 and a forfeit and not even compete for the week. So that must be the longest week in fantasy history. When you don't set your lineup right, you can't wait to get to play the next week. I mean, Jesus, that's a bye week, man. I can't believe we're giving out free wins. Anyway, well, that's week 5 commish message. I'm taking you out, Duke, this week. Man, my team needs a win. It's 2-3 right now. It's a dangerous team. It's got some firepower on there. I know I got to go up against your 2 running backs with McFadden, the guy that you just raped the old man for, and then Ray Rice. 2 good matchups, but I figure if any 2 running back in the entire league can hang with those guys, it would be Foster and McCoy. So hopefully I can match you in there, and Stafford maybe hopefully has a big game, even though it is against my Niners. But the one thing the Niners can't do is defend the pass. So hopefully it's throw, and he doesn't get sacked too many times. I still need some points. Anyway, for my defense. That's it, man. Good luck to everybody in week 6. And 289ers, man, where you at, bro? Seriously, where'd you go? I mean, you're just ghost, MIA, you bailing out too many folks. So, holla. All right, man. Lump Dog out. Peace.
Just got a shipment of the dopest dope I've ever smoked. Hands down, dopest dope I've ever smoked.
Yeah! Why not? What do I do?
Okay, here's what you do. You equip yourself.
I'm equipping.
Okay.
Equip me,
Now.
sir.
Kill my niggas.
Pass me that weed, mama.
When I first get up, man, I'm waking, baking coffee and I run. You catch me smoking. When I finally get up, I give thanks while smoking. Puffin' purely dank.
Past that.
Wakey,
Check. Yeah, I rise in the morning, doing my 100 push-ups, then to the Ziploc bag to roll the kush, bro. I ain't really tripping on what smokes the slowest. My ashtray full of these half blunts and roaches. Yeah, you can inhale the fumes when I light the blunt. Guaranteed whoever in